Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to David E. Hastings Stadium for this game between the Barrie Baycats and the hometown Guelph Royals. Zach Benoit here, and well, it should be another thrilling match up here between these two squads. It's the Guelph Royals who are riding a two-game win streak, had a pretty productive weekend, taking victories over the Welland Jackfish and the Toronto Maple Leafs. On the other side, the Barrie Baycats, 4-6 in their last 10 as this is ripped to deep right field and it's off the base of the wall. Noel McGarry Doyle hustling into second. He's in there standing with a lead-off double. First pitch swinging here for the Baycats.
Shortstop number 11, Brandon Fernandez.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Brandon Hernandez. How about that start for the Barrie Baycats? Again, mentioned winners of their last game. Coming out hot here in this one. Trying to bunt his way on there was Hernandez, and it's in there for strike one. Didn't pull it back in time. Hernandez comes into this one batting .336 on the season. Swings at the off speed there by Cush for strike two. Cush leans in, gets his sign, checks over on Noel McGarry Doyle, at second, and delivers in a ball low at the knees. And they'll say he went around the drop third strike, throw to Maskai over there at first base. And in there for out number one here in the first inning. Mention on the mound for the Guelph Royals is Jacob Cush. And Jacob Cush had himself quite the outing his last time out. Pitched against, or excuse me, 2 times ago. It was July 25th against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers here at home. He went 7 innings, only gave up 3 earned runs. Very efficient in that game. His last time out was up in Hamilton, went 5 innings, gave up 4, and he actually registered the loss in that one. That was a highly contested game. To the backstop, McGarry Doyle will be taken off for third. He's in there standing. You're the Baycats faithful making their way here. 2-1 count. Just outside. Count runs now 3-1 on Kenise Ejo. This is a Barrie Baycats team that is one of the best here in the CBL this year. A lot of offense out of the boys up from Barrie. Ejo swings through that one. Count runs full. Ejo comes into this one batting .304, 8 home runs. It's actually the lead on the team, 34 RBIs as well. Next closer to him is Nolan Macabrota. He has himself 29 RBIs on the year. Misses low for ball 4. Brings up a Barrie favorite and designated hitter, Ryan Rio. I was down by field level just before the game started, and a couple fans were asking Rio, saying, "How many home runs do you have this year?" And he just calmly walked by, says, "I don't know. Just hit the ball hard." Straight throw down a second, but they're not going to get the trick play to play out for them there. Kenise Ejo in there at 2. Very faithful. They get loud. Travel in good bunches as well. This is a big game for the standings here in the CBL. Barrie currently occupying that 5th and final wildcard spot. Guelph has actually jumped them. With a win here, Guelph could technically get a game closer to Hamilton, but Hamilton does play tonight against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. This is smoked into center field, but it looks like off the end of the bat, right into the Bermuda Triangle. Tagging and scoring will be Noel McGarry Doyle, and it's a sac fly there for Ryan Rio.
First baseman number 20, Nolan Macabrota.
We'll bring up Nolan Macabrota. Mentioned he was second highest on the team in RBIs, 29. Rio just cashed one in, got the scoring started here. Line shot to Gilbert, and he'll catch it on the line for out number 3. A leadoff double by Noel McGarry Doyle gives the Barrie Baycats a 1-0 lead after Ryan Rio was able to cash him in on the sac fly. Head to the bottom of the first here at Hastings Stadium, 1-0 Barrie over the Royals. You're watching Royals TV.
What I look for in a Rawlings is a combination of things. Something that will kind of maintain for a long period of time. I've had a lot of success with Rawlings over the years.
What I like about my Rawlings gloves is the feel. The feel is everything. It's good to get that feel in your hands, and when you have a Rowling, it's more easy to catch. Weight goes a long way, and I feel like Rawlings does a really good job of getting you top of the line leather.
As far as the leather, I usually stick to Pro Preferred.
I've actually always used Pro Preferred. I loved it from the start, so I'm kind of a guy, if I like something, I usually don't change it. So since the first day I signed with Rawlings, I've been using Pro Preferred.
What I like about my Rawlings glove is it's always felt the same. And it never falls apart. It feels good every single day I put it on my hand. And it's a mark of a pro.
Everyone dreams of being great. Only a select few can be iconic. But only one is chosen. Introducing the Chosen One from Rawlings. The all-new one-piece composite iteration of the top-rated and established Icon BB Core bat.
What I look for in a Rawlings is a combination of things. Something that will kind of maintain for a long period of time. I've had a lot of success with Rawlings over the years.
Welcome back here to Hastings Stadium. Again, Zach Benoit here with you. Guelph Royals coming up to bat. Leadoff man Ryan Dos Santos will come up here to start things off against Juan Benitez, the 34-year-old out of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. He has spent multiple years here with Barrie, really has been a force in their rotation. This year, though, he's been hit around a lot more than typical in years prior. 2 wins, 4 losses, a 6.51 ERA. He's started 9 games, appeared in 10. Second pitch in there to Dos Santos, and the count runs even here. 1-1. Squaring around a bunt is Dos Santos, and not able to make contact there. Goes through. Umpire signals strike 2. Well, it was a big game for number 17 on Saturday, as he had the big 2-run homer against the Welland Jackfish, and that was the difference maker in the ball game. Low and away. Count goes full. And we're used to seeing this too. Dos Santos knows how to work counts, and he works another one in his favor. It's a leadoff walk for number 17.
Your shortstop, number 27.
His 29th walk of the year, only trailing Mateo Zeppieri of the Kitchener Panthers. His team leading 29th walk as well. Brings up Anthony Gilbert, who has been scorching hot at the plate really all season long. He watches a first pitch go by for strike 1. Swings at that one, lifting it to right field. And trailing over, catch will be made for out number 1.
Number 15. Miguel.
Miguel Geraldo, the second baseman, will come up here. He pops one up, right side, and that's going to be at a play. Macabrota gave it a look, just couldn't get over there. That one's going to go inside on Geraldo. Benitez just looks like he had it slip on his hand. This is lifted right center field, trailing over, calling off Ejo is Noah Hall, and he'll make the grab, second out of the inning.
Your first baseman, number 18. Vic Scott.
Now bring up Victor Mascai, who, again, another one of those players that has been tremendous all year long. Watches first pitch go by for strike 1. Swings through that, fouls it right to the backstop. Victor Mascai had a lengthy 30-game on-base streak come to an end last time out against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Went 0 for 3 with a strikeout in that ball game, but what a start it was for Mascai. From his debut game all the way back on June 3rd, he smokes this into left field. Gary Doyle goes over and he'll make the grab for out number 3. That will retire the side. Royals, they have a leadoff walk by Dos Santos, but that's all they can muster against Benitez. It's 1-0 for the Baycats after 1. You're watching the Royals and the Baycats.
Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone. 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 Please don't let me in. Yeah. Can't answer my phone now. Just leave it there, that tone. Ballin' can't beat me up, cause I'm back in my zone now. Cause I'm back in my zone now.
Everyone dreams of being great. Only a select few can be iconic. But only one is chosen. Introducing the Chosen One from Rawlings. The all-new one-piece composite iteration of the top-rated and established Icon BB Core bat.
Number 21, Wandy Cyprian.
Welcome back to Hastings Stadium here in Guelph, Ontario. Zach Benoit here with you. Here's the batting order for the side of the Barrie Baycats. In the first inning we saw, it was Noel McGarry Doyle leading off, then followed by Brandon Hernandez and Kenice Ejo. 4-hole, Ryan Rio. Noel Macabrota batting 5th. 6th, Wandy Cyprian. 7, Noah Hall. 8, Hayden Jaco. And Francisco Hernandez rounding out the lineup in the number 9 spot. This is the backstop, Wandy Cyprian. Ground ball hit to Gilbert. Takes it, bobbles it for a second, toss over, and in time to make the play. Cool, calm, and collected there is number 27. Able to make a nice play over to Maskai, stretching up to get the backstop in, Wandy Cyprian.
Right fielder, number 28, Noah Hall. There you have it. Even that one, here's it again.
Brings up Noah Hall, the right fielder today. Watch that go by, count quickly, 2-0. Hall coming into this one batting .279. He has 6 homers, 16 RBIs. The OPS sitting at .864. Bush gets back into the zone here, 3-1. Beautiful day here for some baseball. Looks like right behind center field, somebody is barbecuing something. We see a little bit of the smoke there. There's the softball diamond just behind. As this is lifted, foul territory. Ochoa giving it a chase, and he's just going to watch it sail into the beer garden. This is rocketed into right field at the fence, and it's gone. Noah Hall puts a jolt into one. Hits it all the way into the Barrie bullpen, and it's 2-0 Baycats.
Third baseman, number 55, Hayden Jaco.
I'll bring up Hayden Jaco. Jaco hits this one up the middle. Gilbert ranging to his left. Throw to first in time. And it's a big time answer back there by Cush after the solo shot for out number 2.
Second baseman number 0, Francisco Hernandez.
Francisco Hernandez coming up here. One half of that middle infield duo with his brother, Brandon. Only team to clinch a playoff spot so far, the London Majors, who have really been setting the pace this year, 27-12. Ground ball pulled down the third baseline, fair, all the way into left field, rolling towards the wall. Patterson plays it on a hop, and he'll throw it into third. But in there standing with a 2-out double is Francisco Hernandez.
Left fielder number 95, Noel McGarry Doyle.
So back to the top of the order in Noel McGarry Doyle, who wasted no time getting acclimated into this game. Laced a leadoff double on the first pitch he saw. Swinging first pitch again, it's hit up the middle. Gilbert makes the play, throw to first, not in time. A hustle single for Noel McGarry Doyle, who's already 2 for 2 today.
Brandon Hernandez.
Brings up Brandon Hernandez. Struck out in the first inning, has runners on the corners here. The Baycats have already tagged 2 against Jacob Cush, threatening to do more. Straight throw down, play at the plate, not going to be in time. Reading that perfectly was Francisco Hernandez. It's 3-0. McGarry Doyle will also be standing in there at second. Baycats have been one of the best teams away from home, and they're continuing it here. McGarry Doyle will be on his horse, and he's going to be in there to score. Brandon Hernandez, it's an RBI single. Lead 4-0 now for the Baycats.
Center fielder number 7, Kenise Ejo.
Kenise Ejo coming back up. He walked in the first inning. But this has been an offensive onslaught here early on from Barrie. Again, really big game here for the Baycats. They split the series against Kitchener. Kitchener was able to win the first of the doubleheader 6-5. And Barrie was on a bit of a losing skid. Ejo swings through that, and the count goes 1-2. Friday, July 31st, they dropped one to the Cardinals. Then they dropped against the Majors, Welland, and the first one to the Panthers before winning the second game of the doubleheader 6-3. That kind of mini losing streak they went on allowed Guelph to hop them in the standings as Ejo swings through that and fouls it to the backstop. But they go into another stretch of games where they're playing pretty good competition. They have Guelph here tonight, Hamilton on Thursday, London on Saturday. Barrie trying to make up some ground. They were one of those top 3 teams that people didn't think were going to be able to get caught. As that one just missing on the outside half. Breaking ball, low and away. Count running full here, 3-2. For the side of the Guelph Royals, they had a big stretch where they faced the Brantford Red Sox, the Kitchener Panthers, 4 out of 5 games, and they were only able to split those ones, winning 1 of 1 for each. In there for strike 3 looking. The Baycats tally on 3 more, and the big blast of the inning, Noah Hall, deep to right field. After the first half, top half of the second, 4-0 Barrie. You're watching Royals TV. Welcome back here to Hastings Stadium. Zach Benoit here with you. To the bottom of the second we go, and it's Garrett Takamatsu leading things off. He'll be followed by Nate Ochoa and J.D. Williams. The Royals, well, they put themselves in a little bit of a hole here. 4-0. Barrie Baycats have just come meaning business here today. Again, they have an 11-7 record on the road, one of the better records when playing away from home. The best one is the London Majors, 12-8. That's in there for strike 1 against Tack. Best home record on the year belongs to the Hamilton Cardinals, 14-3 at home. They've just been struggling on the road. Tack ropes this into center field. Deep at the wall is Ijo, and it's gone. Garrett Takamatsu, solo shot to dead center field, and it's 4-1. Well, he did not miss that one. Got into a hitter-friendly count and smokes a ball off the batter's eye in center field. Ijo gave it a chance, just couldn't get up there high enough. That ball was crushed. That's Takamatsu's 5th of the year. Again, this is a Royals team that has a ton of power. They've just been waiting for it all to kind of come together. Maskai, Geraldo, both have 7 home runs. Tak now at 5. One guy they're trying to get going here is Nate Ochoa. Swings through that, and he's behind the count 1-2. In 8 games so far, 6 hits, 2 doubles. He has the extra base pop in the bat. He just hasn't been able to elevate it over the wall yet. We know it's in his bat, though. Rips this to short. Taken by the third baseman there, and Keys throw across the diamonds in time for out number 1.
Your center, number 8 for the game.
Brings up a Guelph favorite in J.D. Williams. Out there manning center field today. Williams watches the first one from Benitez in the dirt. Had a big performance against the Welland Jackfish, 2 for 4 in that game. Skies this. First base side. Macabrota camped under it, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. This will bring up the backstop. Matthew Ward.
You Ward.
First pitch to Ward misses low for ball 1. Ward has RBIs in back-to-back games. He got the first one on the board against the Welland Jackfish. It was a sac fly to left field. One and one here. Ground ball hit to short. Taking on the hop, Hernandez across to Macabrota in time for out number 3. The leadoff homer is all that will come across. Benitez looking sharp here in this one after 2. It's 4-1 for Barrie over the Guelph Royals. You're watching Royals TV. Ryan Rio leading things off here for the Barrie Baycats in the top half of the third inning. Sack fly RBI is what got Barrie off and rolling in the first. List this one, left field side. Patterson's giving chase, but he's not going to be able to get there in time. It's just a long strike number one. That misses outside. Counts even up 1-1 here against Rio. Big cut there. Breaking ball, Rio not chasing. Well, the other game between the Cardinals and the Barnstormers has gotten off and running. Bottom of the first, still 0-0. Up there in Chatham-Kent. Mentioned the Hamilton Cardinals, their away record hasn't been that good. Even 500, 9-9 on the year. Really, the thing that's propelled them to where they are is that home record, 15-3. They love playing at Bernie Arbor. Rio shoots this into the right center gap. That's going to be a one hop over the wall. And a ground rule double for Ryan Rio.
Number 20, Nolan Macabrota.
That'll bring up Macabrota. Lined out to Gilbert in his first plate appearance. Pretty good crowd here on a Tuesday night. Couple lawn chairs, couple blankets down that first base line. Big cut there by Macabrota for strike one. Again, mentioned Jacob Cush in his last start against the Hamilton Cardinals. Wasn't the result he was hoping for. He was trying to build off that picture perfect 7-inning performance he had against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. This is skied. Left field side. Ochoa has to watch his step. He goes over and he'll make the grab. Out number one. There's a little bit of a drop off over there right behind the third base side. And Nate Ochoa, you saw as he stepped onto the grass, kind of had to hold himself up. He's still kind of laughing about it.
Actor number 21, Wandy Cyprian.
Brings up Wandy Cyprian. One runner in scoring position, one out here. First pitch low and in the dirt. Cyprian, primarily known as a pull hitter, 54% of the time pulling the ball into left. Doesn't really go oppo. It's usually to the pull side or center field. You can see here a pretty heavy shift by the outfield as well as the infield. Cuts at that one, and it's 1-1. Ground ball pulled to third. Ochoa, but it's foul. Just out in front of it there was Cyprian. 1-2. In the dirt. Good block there by Ward. Holds the runner Rio at second. We've seen it a couple times here. Push just can't find that off-speed low. Two-two. Cyprian lifts this right field side, but foul. Well, whatever they're cooking up over there at the softball diamond, it smells amazing. You can just tell, see the smoke rising. Stands are full over there as well. It's a beautiful day for baseball, softball, really any sport inside. As that misses low. Hasn't been able to get the bottom half of the zone here so far, has been Cush. He's located on a few of them, just hasn't gotten the call. Rio with a healthy lead off of second, most likely not going anywhere. Here's the full count pitch. This is popped up just behind Muskai. Drop steps, goes back, and he'll make the grab for out number 2.
Right fielder, number 28, Noah Hall.
I'll bring up Noah Hall, who has already put a stamp on this game. It was a deep fly to right field his last time up. Really, he got every stitch of that baseball. Does it again, pulling it to the right side, but foul this time. Kind of has reverse splits. You normally see players be pull hitters or they can shoot the ball anywhere. Him in Hall, he's able to just put the ball into left field almost every single time. 55% of the time, that is. That one swung and fouled off over the Royals dugout. Quickly 0-2. Cush trying to erase the lead off. Ground rule double by Ryan Rio, who still stands out there at second. Just got some help from his offense. Garrett Takamatsu homered in the last half. Trying to answer back here with a 0. Here's the 0-2. It's an off speed, doesn't chase it, and just missing. Cush gets the pitch, comes set. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off yet again. Noah Hall, the numbers suggest that he's more of a ground ball hitter. 31% of the time, it's on the ground for him. But as we saw in the last at bat, elevated one, and you really got a hold of it. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch from Cush. Line shot right into that left center gap. Rio is going to be on his horse. He's around third, and he's coming in to score. Noah Hall, second RBI of the day, second hit of the day. Red hot out of the number 7 spot here is number 28.
Third baseman, number 55, Hayden Jacob.
Hayden Jaco coming up here. Grounded out to Gilbert his last time up. He pops this one up back behind home plate. Ward will give it a chase, but it'll go out of play, foul. Another pull-happy hitter here in Jaco, 50% of the time. Barrie has come to play today. Back-to-back innings, 3 runs scored. And that'll be the end of the day here for Jacob Cush. New pitcher coming into the ball game. More on them after this short break.
Francisco Hernandez.
Welcome back here to Hastings Stadium. 7-1 is the score here for the Barrie Baycats. They have unleashed offense early here today. Owen Newman coming into pitch here for the Guelph Royals. You look to try to stop the bleeding as the first pitch is a breaking ball missing for ball 1. The last big blast, Hayden Jaco knocking Cush out of this ball game. One and one count. This is skied. First base. Maskai has a beat on it. And he'll make the grab for out number 3. And the side is retired. The Barrie Baycats extend their lead. 7-1 is the score. Heading to the bottom half of the third. Royals looking to strike back.
Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone. 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 Please don't let me in. Yeah. Can't answer my phone now. Just leave it there, that tone. Ballin' can't beat me up, cause I'm back in my zone now. Cause I'm back in my zone now.
Number 9 hitter in the Guelph Royals lineup, Ashton Patterson, coming up to bat. Quickly go through the Royals batting order here. Top of the order, we saw Ryan Dos Santos, followed by Anthony Gilbert, Miguel Geraldo, Victor Mascai batting fourth, Garrett Takamatsu in the 5 spot, Nate Ochoa batting sixth, J.D. Williams, Matthew Ward, and Ashton Patterson round up the 7, 8, 9. Patterson squaring to bunt, pulls it back, but it's still called a strike. He's behind 0-2. Benitez quickly into his motion. Outside for a ball, 1-2. The defense for the Barrie Baycats from left to right. It'll be Noel McGarry Doyle in left field, Kenise Ejo manning center, and Noah Hall in right. On the infield, Hayden Jaco at third base, as Patterson fouls this one off right to the backstop. Brandon Hernandez at short, Francisco Hernandez at second, and Nolan Macabrota at first. The catcher is Wandy Cyprian.
Some of his disturbance he didn't have. The one guy was happened. Oh yeah, like that. Gone. Yeah. I mean, what?
And Patterson goes down looking for strike 3.
Your right fielder, 17, Ryan Dos Santos.
Dos Santos walked in his first plate appearance. He was stranded on first. Got that leadoff walk, and Benitez went 1-2-3 with the following 3 hitters. Quickly ahead of here, 2-0 now. Benitez working quickly. Dos Santos rips this, but it's just foul. Got his hands out in front, and he smoked a ball down the right field line. Picked the right pitch just a little early. 2-1 count here. Low inside, and he's at 3-1. Again, we mentioned his eye at the plate. It's up there with one of the best. He crushes this. Right field, back, deep. It's gone. Ryan Dos Santos clears the back fence here at Hastings Stadium for a loud solo shot. 7-2. Well, he's been heating up as of late. Had a huge home run against the Welland Jackfish on Saturday. And now tries to get the offense sparked here against Juan Benitez. Gilbert first pitch swinging, and he fouls it off. Man, we have seen a couple of home runs here today, but that one might have traveled the farthest. Noah Halls was in the same area, but that looked like it bounced behind the back fence here at Hastings. The pitch before Dos Santos, he was out in front of an off speed and he crushed it foul. And that time, he crushed it over the fence as Gilbert deposits this one down into right field, and he's on base with a hit. Well, you know what the old saying is, hitting is contagious. You get a home run from your leadoff man, and now your big bats coming up. Gilbert starts it off with a single. Rips this off the pole. Heads up, Gav. He was down there holding all the gear and the bat. Back turned. Come on, you gotta have eyes on the ball at all times there, young man. 0-1 count. First time we've seen Benitez work with runners on since Dos Santos back in the first. Against the Barrie Baycats, Miguel Geraldo batting .222, only 4 hits, does have a home run as he pulls this one down the third base side foul.
Miguel won the battle.
Pretty even numbers when it comes to the road and home splits, batting .321 away, .303 here at home. That's a breaking ball in on the hands that he fans at. Benitez gets him down for strike 3 and out number 2.
Your first baseman, Victor Mascai.
First pitch to Victor Mascai is missing for ball 1. Again, the Royals dug themselves a little bit of a hole here. 7 runs in the first 3 innings, trying to chip away at a pretty big deficit, 5-run deficit to be exact. Dos Santos got the party started here in the inning with a solo shot. Gilbert singled to follow. Now it's Victor Mascai trying to continue. And he does go around for strike 1. Watches that go by, evened up 2-2. 286 hitter against the Barrie Baycats. And he swings through it for strike 3. Benitez gives up the homer and a single, but nothing else. 7-2 as we head to the top half of the 4th inning. The Barrie Baycats leading here at Hastings.
Everyone dreams of being great. Only a select few can be iconic. But only one is chosen. Introducing the Chosen One from Rawlings. The all-new one-piece composite iteration of the top-rated and established Icon BB Core bat.
For the Baycats, the left fielder, number 95, Noel Legary Doyle.
Back here in the fourth inning here, top of the fourth. Owen Newman out for another inning of work here. He'll face Noel McGarry Doyle, first pitch swinging. Geraldo gets it on a hop, throw to first in time to get the speedy leadoff man for out number one. Still a 5-run lead here for the Barrie Baycats. Their bats came alive against the starter Jacob Cush. Give credit to the Guelph order, though. They haven't gone down quietly. Solo shots in back-to-back innings. They're starting to figure out Juan Benitez. Benitez is putting up a pretty good fight, though, to start. Struck out the side last inning, his only 3 Ks. Ground ball pulled foul here by Brandon Hernandez, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI on the day. Rips this foul again, and it looked like it might have been gone off of his own foot. Quick update in the other ball game, the only other game going on today. Bottom second, the Cardinals up 2-1 on the Barnstormers. Again, that's a big game for both of these squads here. If Hamilton did lose that one to Chatham-Kent, then either the Guelph Royals or the Barrie Baycats would pick up a game on the Cardinals. Cardinals sit in a glorious spot right now. They've only played 35 games. Every other team at 36 or more that are in the playoff window. Could be talking about how Hamilton is possibly sitting in first by the end of the week. Play over to Gilbert, and he fires it across the diamond in time to get the speedy Brandon Hernandez for out number 2. Hard to imagine that any team is going to dethrone what the London Majors have done so far this year. Again, it seems that even when they get cold, they get hot right away. 8-2 in their last 10. Welland is 7-3, Hamilton 7-3, and We get closer and closer towards the end of the season. Believe after today, only 8 more games for the Guelph Royals. That's a devastating breaking ball there to get Ejo swinging through for strike 2. Guelph trying to propel themselves into third place, trying to guarantee themselves at least one series here at home. As Ejo goes down looking, it's a 1-2-3 inning for Owen Newman, who's fired up as he steps off the mound. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. The Royals have some work to do as they trail 5 here at Hastings. Back here, bottom of the 4th, and it's Garrett Takamatsu to lead things off. Again, last time up, smoked a solo shot to dead center field. Funny enough, he smoked it right into the smoke. That's happening out there with the barbecue. Still going, by the way. What are they cooking out there? Must have some good stuff as Tack pops this up. Macabrota right at the bag, and he'll make the grab for out number 1.
Your third baseman, number 3, Nate Ochoa.
Nate Ochoa coming up for his second at bat. Check swing, fouls it off. Grounded out to third his last time up. And 0-2 quickly. Benitez, he is working here in this one. One and two count here to the Royals' third baseman, Nate Ochoa. Here's the delivery. Misses high, evened up 2-2. What I was trying to say earlier is I wonder if they're cooking some kebabs out there. That would be a pretty good snack to have at the ballpark. 2-2 count. Ochoa rips this into center field. Ejo going over. Ejo diving, and he makes the grab. Man, oh man, Kenise Ejo, another highlight play out in center field for the Baycats, as it's a fancy out number 2.
Your center, 15 Williams.
J.D. Williams coming up here. His second at-bat of the ball game. Popped out to first his last time up. But how about Juan Benitez settling in after 2 solo shots in back-to-back innings? Inside there on J.D. Dances out of the way. 2-0 here. Breaking ball that catches the corner for strike one. JD, very good line-to-line hitter. Can spray the ball everywhere as this is hit to second. Takes on a hop there by Hernandez. Throw to first in time, and Juan Benitez, he answers a 1-2-3 inning by Newman with his own 1-2-3. And we head to the fifth. Score 7-2 here for the Barrie Baycats over the Guelph Royals here at Hastings Stadium. Ryan Rio leading things off here for the Baycats in the top half of the fifth inning. Zach Benoit here with you. Rio 1 for 1 on the day. He had a sac fly RBI in the first inning, and then he roped a double, ground rule double, I should say. 1-0 here. Owen Newman, he's trying to have another shutdown inning as he misses high and away, 2-1, or 2-0, excuse me. Outside, 3-0. Again, Rio's having himself a pretty solid day. Reach base once so far today, but it was a screaming double that one hop the wall. Watches strike one go by. Just misses high and inside, and he works the walk. He'll reach again, second time of the day for the big man, Ryan Rio.
First baseman number 20, Nolan Macabroda.
Nolan Macabroda coming up 0 for 2 on the day. Watches strike one go by. Ryan Rio has been heating up as of late. Over his last 7 days, an OPS over 1,000. They appeal down to the ump at second. He says he did not go. Macabroda swings through another high fastball, and he's behind the count 1-2. One and 2 count here on Macabroda. And he swings at a breaking ball for strike 3.
Catcher number 21, Wandy Cyprian.
Wandy Cyprian coming up for another at-bat. 0 for 2 on the day as well. Ground out to short and popped out to Maskai at first. Newman looking for a ball on the ground here. As Cyprian swings through this and fouls into the backstop. Called strike 2. How about Owen Newman coming in here into a ball game where the Baycats looked like they were going to be sticking all day. 7 runs in the first 3 innings. Newman has looked sensational. Breaking ball in the outside half for ball 1. Looking to get a ground ball here. Another breaking ball misses away. 2-2. Inside, and it's a full count now to the backstop Cyprian with the dangerous hitter in Noah Hall coming up. Noah Hall has been seeing the ball extremely well so far today. Newman trying to get out of that before he comes up as Cyprian lifts this one high and out of play, foul. 3-2. Lone in the dirt, ball 4. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Noah Hall, who again ripped a home run over the right field wall in his first at-bat. His second at-bat, he ropes a single. Seeing the ball extremely well so far today is Hall. Quick discussion on the mound here between Ward and Newman, most likely just discussing what Noah Hall has been seeing so far today. Doesn't get easier as right behind him is Hayden Jaco, who crushed a 2-run homer into left field his last time up. And it looks like Dino is going to be making a move to the bullpen. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like that's Claudio Custodio out there, and it is. So Dino Ramel not wasting any time possible, going to his big dog out of the bullpen, Claudio Custodio, coming into this ball game. More on him after this.
What I look for in a Rawlings is a combination of things. Something that will kind of maintain for a long period of time. I've had a lot of success with Rawlings over the years.
What I like about my Rawlings glove is the feel. The feel is everything. It's It's good to get that feel in your hands, and when you have it rolling, it's more easy to catch. Weight goes a long way, and I feel like Rollins does a really good job of getting you top of the line leather.
As far as the leather, I usually stick to Pro Preferred.
I've actually always used Pro Preferred. I loved it from the start, so I'm kind of a guy, if I like something, I usually don't change it. So since the first day I signed with Rawlings, I've been using Pro Preferred.
What I like about my Rawlings glove is it's always felt the same. It never falls apart. It feels good every single day I put it on my hand, and it's a mark of a pro.
Stadium. Noah Hall will have to face the ever so dangerous Claudio Custodio here. Guelph wasting no time. They understand the severity here. Trying to get a shutdown inning. Claudio, second pitch in there, 1-1 count. Hall has been swinging a hot bat here today, and Claudio has him out in front of a breaking ball on the outside half. And Custodio gets him swinging for strike three. Well, Dino Ramel goes to his big arm in the bullpen, and Claudio rewards him with a strikeout to start. Jaco swings at the first pitch, and he's behind 0-1. Again, Hayden Jaco 1 for 2, had a booming 2-run shot his last time up. This time rips it into left field, down on a hop in front of Patterson. The runners will just go station to station as Patterson throws it in, and the bases are loaded now for Francisco Hernandez.
Second baseman number 0, Francisco Hernandez.
This one off of Claudio. Maskai will get it, and he'll touch the bag, but now the worries go to how is Claudio Custodio after a rocket right back to the mound off the bat of Francisco Hernandez. Dino and head trainer Lacey will head out there to take a look at him, and we'll give you an update after the break here. 7-2 for the Baycats over at the Guelph. Welcome back here to Hastings Stadium. Matthew Ward leading things off here against Juan Benitez. Out of town scoreboard, bottom three out in Chatham-Kent. It's 5-2 for the Hamilton Cardinals. Another scoreboard in Toronto, it's 3-3 Jays and Red Sox. Brett Bateman with a game-tying RBI in the fifth. Ward watches that one go by for strike one, 2-1 in the count here. Breaking ball that just doesn't cut the zone enough. It was a backdoor. 3-1 count. Three and one. Ground ball hit up the middle. Hernandez bobbles it, toss over. And that's in time. I actually don't think that's Hernandez. That is, looks like Adam Odd has come into the ball game. So defensive change in the ball game. Adam Odd is now at shortstop. Ashton Patterson coming up. He struck out looking his last time up. First pitch swinging here, and it's strike one. Patterson rips this to center field. Ejo looks like he has a beat on it, and he'll make the catch for out number two. That'll bring up Ryan Dos Santos, who crushed a home run out of Hastings Stadium his last time up. Pulled it over that right field wall.
Mark. 50-50. Oh, okay.
First pitch here called strike on the outside corner. They tried to extend the zone, but doesn't get the call that time as Benitez. Again, mentioned Dos Santos. He had a huge homer against the Welland Jackfish on Saturday. Rips this up the middle. Hernandez to the backhand. Jump throw. Not in time. That's another part of his game that you cannot forget about. Dos Santos legs out an infield single, his second hit of the ball game. He displays the really good eye at the plate, and then he shows off the power. This time he displays the speed. We've seen a different approach every single at bat for Dos Santos. Gilbert watches first pitch in there for strike one. Another thing you can't forget about, he is a stolen base threat over there at first. Leads the team with 13. As Gilbert lines this right back up the middle for a single. His second hit of the ball game. Brings up Miguel Geraldo. And time will be called as you have a meeting on the mound here with Juan Benitez. Not seeing any action over there in the Barrie bullpen. As the Law and Order theme song booms down beyond Hastings Stadium. Geraldo 0 for 2 so far today. And last time up, he was out on a really awkward looking swing on a breaking ball high and inside.
Second baseman, number 15, Miguel.
Again, you're not going to score all the runs in one swing. You got to chip away, and we're still at that point of the ball game where the Royals can chip away and make this interesting. As Geraldo's first pitch swinging, he ropes it down over towards the beer garden foul. Two outs here in the inning. The Royals are threatening. They got a single by Dos Santos and a single by Gilbert. Geraldo, ground ball hit to third. That's going to go into the hands of Odd to throw across the diamond, not in time. Another infield single, and this time it's Miguel Geraldo legging it out. Hayden Jaco looked like he just missed that, unless it was Adam Odd that called him off. But that was going to be a hero play if Odd was able to make that one across the diamond, fading away to his right. Now it's Victor Mescai. Mentioned that his 30-game on-base streak was snapped against Toronto. He's 0 for 2 on the day. He lined out to left in his first at-bat, struck out swinging in his second. Looking to come up and cash in some runs here, make this an interesting game. 0-1. Chases the breaking ball low, 0-2. Oh and 2. Benitez checks on third. Here's the delivery. Foul tipped into the glove of Cyprian for strike 3. The Royals threat with the bases loaded, but they can't cash. It's still 7-2 for the Barrie Baycats as we head towards the 6th inning here at Hastings. Back here in Hastings Stadium, it's a 1-0 count on the leadoff man here, Noel McGarry Doyle. He's 2 for 3 on the day, doubled and singled in his first 2 plate appearances. Claudio missing 3 straight here, 3-0 count. And that's a 4-pitch walk. So Brandon Hernandez is out of the game, and it's Adam Odd who subbed in defensively last inning for him. McGarry Doyle, he can fly over there at first. Healthy lead. You can see the happy feet not going here as Odd swings through it for strike 1. There he goes. Takes off for second. The throw down in time. Matthew Ward with a beautiful throw. And they get the speedy leadoff man, McGarry Doyle, for out number 1. One on 1 count. Odd chops this over to first. Maskai takes on a hop. Still in fair territory, and it's out number 2.
Center fielder number 7, Feliz Ijo.
Anise Ejo coming up. He's 0 for 2. Walked in, was stranded at second back in the first, but he's struck out looking both times since. This is the first pitch there is Custodio for ball 1. They appeal down to first, and he did not go around, so Ejo ahead 2-0. Mentioned that his power numbers have been amazing so far this year, but he's also up there in strikeouts for the league lead as he watches that one go by for a ball. But when you're hitting 8 home runs, you have 34 RBIs, you're slugging 500, the strikeouts are okay. Everything else in the game has been immaculate here in the comeback season for Canisijo. Counts 3-1. And he check swung that. I believe they're going to say it went off the bat and it hit Matthew Ward. And the umpire is going to give him a second here. So it should go down as a 3-2. So it's a full count now to Ejo, 2 outs. Ward, he has taken some beatings here in the season, and he just continues to get back up. We've gotten to the later part of the season, and the bruises are a lot bigger for a backstop, but Ward doesn't let that affect him. Claudio Custodio gets a big swing and a miss of Canis Ejo, and he goes 1-2-3 with the help of Matthew Ward gunning out Noel McGarry Doyle to lead off the inning. We go to the bottom half, 7-2 for the Barrie Baycats over the Guelph Royals.
Everyone dreams of being great. Only a select few can be iconic, but only one is chosen. Introducing the Chosen One from Rawlings. The all-new one-piece composite iteration of the top-rated and established Icon BB Core bat.
Number 4, Garrett Matthew.
Yair Takamatsu up for his third at-bat of the ball game, as that's a fastball on the inside that just misses his jersey. Tack lifts this to center field. Ijo going back at the wall, and it's off the wall. Takamatsu rounds first, and he's into second sliding. It's a leadoff double for number 4. It initially looked like Kenise Ijo had that ball tracked the whole way, but it might have gotten lost in the twilight here in Guelph. He had to take a stutter step back, and it was off the wall. Nate Ochoa trying to continue the offense the Royals have been mustering up here. The only damage has been the solo shots from Garrett Takamatsu and Ryan Dos Santos. Other than that, Juan Benitez has been perfect tonight. The Royals threatened in the last inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Benitez worked out of it with a strikeout. Quickly, 0-2 here to Nate Ochoa. Finally starting to see some movement over there in the Barrie bullpen. Can't really make out who it is, as we have 2 kids on the field down the left field side. They got shooed off by the umpire. So 0-2 here to the Guelph Royals third baseman, Nate Ochoa. He's hit the ball hard today. He's just hit it right at people. Hard ground ball to third, and a line out to center field. This gets away. Takamatsu on his way to third, and he'll be in there standing. It's kind of felt like bend, don't break. Barrie Baycats and Juan Benitez, like I mentioned, it's been bend, don't break. And Ochoa trying to open that gate here. Swings at the high fastball for strike 3. So again, for the time being, Benitez Gets out of a tough spot, but he still has 2 outs to get.
Your center fielder, number 8, Jay Williams.
In the other game tonight, bottom 4, Hamilton are now up 6-2 over Chatham-Kent. High and inside on J.D. Williams for ball 1. JD's 0 for 2, popped out to first, and he hit a hard ground ball to second, and it was Hernandez making a nice snag to retire him. Inside, 2-0.
One spot only, JD, let's go.
Outside of the first 3 innings, the Barrie Baycats haven't been able to do anything. Give credit to Owen Newman and then Claudio Custodio. As JD ropes this into right field, down for an RBI single. And could that be the hit that kind of starts opening the gates a little bit here for the Royals? Again, Benitez has been able to work out of danger every single at bat, it felt like. Now, finally, a little crack in the door has been opened by the Royals as they trail by 4. Williams gets a running lead. Cyprian, the throw down. And they get him. Wow, what a toss by Wandy Cyprian. Defense comes up big for the Barrie Baycats, as that's a big out number 2. On the money from the knee, Cyprian did not miss. Ward quickly behind, 0-2 now. Just feels the Royals just haven't been able to string the offense together as consistently as they'd like. Looked like they were having a productive 3rd inning and then back-to-back strikeouts by Benitez to end it. Ward fouls this off over the Baycats dugout. Same thing happened in the 5th inning. Kind of felt like Benitez was rolling. He retired at the time 7 straight. And then it was Dos Santos with an infield hit, Gilbert with a line single up the middle, and then Miguel Geraldo with an infield hit. Felt like maybe then the Royals were going to be able to get something going. But Benitez once more shuts the door, gets a K of Victor Muscat. This time around, Benitez gets help from his battery mate and Wandy Cyprian, getting the runner at second. Count 1-2 here to Matthew Ward. He's grounded out to short both times here today. Sends this one to right field. Hall goes back and he'll make the grab, and that'll retire the side. The Royals able to put one more on the board, but that's all they can get. 7-3 as we head towards the 7th inning here at Hastings Stadium. Welcome back to Hastings Stadium, and here's a look at the standings currently. Mention that this is a big game here between the Guelph Royals and the Barrie Baycats. Guelph just jumped over Barrie for possession of the 4th seed. Now Barrie, with a win tonight, they would reclaim that number 4 seed. But both of these teams trying to catch the Hamilton Cardinals. The Hamilton Cardinals, though, unfortunately have a lot of games on hand. They have 13 games remaining. They've played 35, and the next closest team to them has played 36 games. That sits in that playoff position.
Your leadoff hitter, but Google or yeah. 3 for 4.
Rio rips this one back and off the netting for strike 1.
Torres 1 for 4. 1.
Another one lifted high and out of play, foul by Rio. For Guelph, they want to try to get as many home games as possible. 14-5 on the year at home, 9-11 on the road. They haven't been able to get things going away from Hastings. Rio not chasing that breaking ball in the dirt. One and two count here. And Custodio gets Rio swinging for strike 3. Nice welcome into Mark Perret. Welcome in.
Apparently got some popcorn stuck in my throat there. But yeah, glad to be here. Just showed up a little bit late. Had some meetings to take care of before tonight's game. My other gig coming up this winter involving another sports team that resides here in the Royal City and plays out of the Sleeman Center that just so happens to be hosting the Memorial Cup this upcoming year. Kind of an important meeting.
Some would say.
Some would say. Glad to be here, and obviously, as you mentioned, it's a very big matchup between these two teams with where they are in the standings currently.
You get to this point of the year, a lot of teams start scoreboard watching, as this is ripped center field. Williams going back. He's on the track, and he'll make the catch. Nolan Macabrota gave it a ride, but couldn't get it out of the yard. Dead center field. JD runs it down.
One thing I have been noticing with both of these teams so far in this game, it's a constant. A lot of hard contact. No matter who the batter is, they've been making some hard contact on Claudio Custodio. Juan Benitez has been giving up some hard contact here as well. Guelph just has not been able to get as much luck.
It just feels like Guelph has been fighting to try to get things rolling, and then Benitez is able to stop and get a big time out in a big moment. As swinging through this one is Wandy Cyprian. It's a 1-1 count on the backstop.
To be expected too, because when you look at not only Juan Benitez, but you look at the rest of this Baycats pitching staff, they're trying to figure things out. This is a team that's below 500 against playoff teams. They need a big year against the Guelph Royals, who they're in just a flat-out dogfight for playoff seeding.
The appeal down to first. They will say Cyprian went around, so the count goes 1-2 now. And you're absolutely right. It's a dogfight to get positioning and who's going to host that kind of play-in game between the 4th and 5th seed. And then, obviously, Guelph and Barrie, if they can, they'd like to try to get back into that 3rd seed, host one 7-game series, be the home team there. Mentioned it, Guelph, their home record and their away record, it's a kind of tale of two cities as Cyprian goes down swinging. 1, 2, 3. Claudio Custodio has come in and absolutely shut the door here against the Barrie Baycats. The Royals trying to get some offense going here late in this one. They trail by 4. You're watching Royals TV.
What I look for in a Rawlings is a combination of things. something that will kind of maintain for a long period of time. I've had a lot of success with Rawlings over the years.
What I like about my Rawlings glove is the feel. The feel is everything. It's good to get that feel in your hands, and if you have a Rowling, it's more easy to catch. Weight goes a long way, and I feel like Rawlings does a really good job of getting you top of the line leather.
As far as the leather, I usually stick to Pro Preferred.
I've actually always used Pro Preferred. I loved it from the start, so I'm kind of a guy, if I like something, I usually don't change it. So since the first day I signed with Rawlings, I've been using Pro Preferred.
What I like about my Rawlings glove is it's always felt the same. And it never falls apart. It feels good every single day I put it on my hand. And it's a mark of a pro.
Welcome back here to Hastings Stadium. New pitcher in the game, but it's a new battery into the game, actually. We have Braden Hakala coming on to pitch, and Christian Pulia Genisar is back behind the plate in place of Wani Cyprian. A very interesting move.
Yeah, it's surprising by any means. When you take a look at the history with Josh Matlow, he loves dipping into his bench later on into games, no matter the situation. You know, it's a four-run deficit. It's a four-run lead that they have right now. Even if it was a one-run differential, Matlow's not afraid. The bench and just kind of switching things up a little bit, giving batters a little bit something different to look at. Especially when you have a new pitcher coming onto the mound as well. You know, maybe you have Julio Genisar having those extra conversations with Pakula. You know, maybe they're both reading the plays and saying, hey, maybe we should do it this way as opposed to what's being done on the mound right now, giving a completely different look with both guys instead of just having one guy in there that comes on into the game and having to deal with a catcher that's been in there the entire time. Just switch the whole game up.
As Patterson grounds this to second base, the throw over to first, and it's just in time to get the speedy Ashton Patterson for out number one. And the final line score here for Juan Benitez, he goes 6 innings, allows 8 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. I mean, he was perfect. It felt like he was escaping every single jam that he got himself into, and that's kind of been the reason that this game is where it is right now. But you mentioned they go to Braden Pakula, the lefty, the 22-year-old out of Sudbury, Ontario, who has been a pretty productive arm for the side of the Barrie Baycats. The last pitch, August 9th against Kitchener Panthers, went 1 inning, didn't allow a run, went 1-2-3. Dos Santos squares there, pulls it back, but it's strike one.
You know, I love my northern content. I'll tell you that much.
Akala tried to go with the breaking ball on the outside half, but he spiked it, so count goes 1-1.
I think if you're Juan Benitez, I like that line that you put up here tonight. You know, not having the best luck in the world the last couple of games.
Dos Santos rips this to center field, but it's on a line right at Ejo. Man, that is the third or fourth ball that Dos Santos has roped into the outfield here tonight.
He's been that run obviously earlier on in today's game, but you also go back to that big 2-run home run that he had a few games ago against the Welland Jackfish. I mean, this is a guy that's really squaring up to the ball very well lately.
It's a scary thing when you can see a guy go from being, patient, patient, patient. He starts attacking some of these pitchers, and those numbers can rise. And I think he's starting to learn that as well, saying, I can be patient at the plate, but I can also attack because I got some serious power in my bat.
And it's time to do it. I mean, this is exactly the time of year you need to do it.
Ground ball hit over to Odd and on to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Braden Pakala. Looking strong as ever as the lefty out of Sudbury. We'll head to the 8th inning. Still a 4-run game. 7-3 here for the Baycats. Welcome back to Hastings Stadium. Andrew Case, a 33-year-old out of St. John, New Brunswick, coming on to pitch, and boy, oh boy, has he been good. He gave up 1 run in his last outing against the Maple Leafs, but on the season, 1.45 ERA and 15 games, 3 earned runs over, 18 and 2/3 innings? That's pretty good.
That's not too bad. Not too bad at all.
First pitched in there by Case is for strike 1. Was watching Case take some batting practice earlier today as I was scrambling to set up everything up here, and I think he cleared the fence in left field.
He can do it all. I'm telling you, he can do absolutely anything and everything. You need him in a late game situation? Why not throw him out there?
I think my favorite part about it is, though, everybody's laughing, making jokes, but he is the one with the biggest smile on his face the whole time. I mean, he hit the ball and he is just ear to ear grinning, just enjoying his time.
So you love to see. Just a guy who just enjoys the game.
Goes there with another off speed, and it's high and out of play. 1-2 here on Noah Hall, who has really been the difference maker here in this ball game. Homered to get things rocking and rolling in the second inning. Then he got an RBI single. It's been this 7-8 spot that has really produced 4 RBIs on the night between Hall and Jaco.
Well, that's what comes into play here for the Baycats. I mean, you can get a couple of runs come across if you're Noel McGarry Doyle, but this is a team where if they're really clicking, if the heart of the order is not doing the job, 7 through 9 can do some damage too.
This is smoked into center field, but JD looks like he has a beat on it, and he does. He'll make the catch for out number 1 here in the 8th.
Third baseman number 55,
And we got to see Andrew Case in the game on Sunday against the Maple Leafs. And, again, you touched on some of his numbers, but just the pitch sequencing, I really like from him. Primarily throwing that fastball, just that heater. Comes in, he attacks batters, and just very unafraid. And that's exactly the type of pitcher that you need in a situation like this, and really a big part of that bullpen that has just been unbelievable as of late.
That one just missing inside. And just want to highlight Claudio Custodio. He went 2 2/3 innings, but he was utterly dominant. Only allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 4. He really shut the door when he entered into this ball game. It's kind of what flipped this game onto the point where you have a feeling that Guelph can make this comeback, but they got to start stringing some stuff together on offense. The defense and the pitching, they've really settled down.
Yeah. Go back to that game against Hamilton from a few weeks back where they came back in the 9th inning.
Ripped into center field. JD once again will make the catch for out number 2.
If at all, really. You're in a late game situation right here, right now. You're only down by 4. A grand slam ties this game. But like you said, you got to start stringing some hits together. And more importantly, with this bullpen, you just got to shut it down. And hopefully you have the bats come through for you on the other side.
I think my favorite quote that I still remember Dino Ramel saying to me is that even in the game against Brantford, where they were trailing in that 9th inning with 2 outs, Dino said to me, he said, I still felt like we had a chance in that ball game. As Hernandez lifts this one, and it's going to be Ward making a nice sliding catch on his knees. And 1, 2, 3, go the Baycats. The Guelph Royals, they got to start striking now. The defense has been immaculate. They put up another 0 here. The Bats trying to wake up as we head to the bottom half of the 8th here at Hastings.
Let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone. 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 Please don't let me in. Yeah. Can't answer my phone now. Just leave it there, that tone. Ballin' can't beat me up cause I'm back in my zone now. Cause I'm back in my zone now.
Welcome back here to Hastings Stadium. Miguel Geraldo leading things off here in the 8th. This is the part of the order that has been deadly all season long. Geraldo, Maskai, Takamatsu. Tonight, though, Geraldo, Maskai, they're combined 1 for 6, trying to get out of the rut here. Geraldo skies this shallow right field. It's a tough play, and Hall will come in to make it the catch.
That's kind of in that Bermuda Triangle area. Three. First, second base, right fielder, all going towards it at the same time. Just a good job by the right fielder there to track that down in Noah Hall. Plays everywhere.
Yeah, he's been having himself a game here tonight, offensively and defensively. How about Braden Pakala coming in relief here? He's been solid. 4 up, 4 down so far. And really no hard contact either, besides Dos Santos' line out to center field.
Well, you know, the Baycats, they love their lefties. You think about their starting routine. Braden Pakala is that primary lefty coming out of the bullpen.
Another breaking ball on the outside half, missing. So 2-1 here to Victor Mascai, who is 0 for 3 on the night. Pakala working quickly. The pitch rolled over by Mascai, and it's foul, 2-2. Already in to his set, now into his windup is Pakala. In the dirt, 3-2. Sky trying to get on base here for the red hot Takamatsu behind him. And time is called. And it'll be a full count walk there for Victor Mascai as Donnie fell. I don't know what just happened over there at first base. I think he threw the ball over to the dugout and he completely wiped out. But he looked good doing it. Looked good doing it in his cutoff sweater there.
Between, we've seen a couple situations where he's had to basically play dodgeball with some of those liners that have come his way. I don't think he's been hit once.
He's just an athlete through and through. Tack swings the first pitch there, and it's lown away for strike 1.
It has to be the cutoffs.
Has to.
Fell mania running wild, perhaps.
Wait till he rips off the sleeves. Pure strength, though. That's what he would use. 0-1 here to Garrett Takamatsu. As he stings this into left center field, it's down for a base hit. Going all the way to the wall. Mascai on his horse. He'll be in there to third. Now they're giving him the wave home. And it's Takamatsu at second with an RBI double here in the 8th.
Takamatsu. This is kind of that form that we've seen from him in years past, more particularly that MVP season he had with the Maple Leafs, where he's just getting some hard contact, not relying on the home runs, just put the ball in play and just get around. A lot of extra base hits coming off the bat of Takamatsu as of late. This is why you need guys to get on base ahead of Takamatsu because he's been driving them home 9 times out of 10.
Well, you say a lot of extra base hits. 3 hits tonight, all extra bases, 2 doubles, and the home run by Garrett Takamatsu. As there's a meeting on the mound here with Pakala, I'm assuming this is to give whoever's warming up in the bullpen for Barrie more time. But
maybe a Carlos Sano out there.
Would not be surprised if it was Sano. This is getting interesting now. It's a 3-run ball game. You have the tying run on deck. Again, Guelph not out of this whatsoever. They have scratched and clawed. Have they missed opportunities? Yes, but you still have enough game where you can make up for those missed opportunities. Nate Ochoa, J.D. Williams, 2 guys coming up here. J.D. Had a good RBI single his last time up. He just got thrown out trying to advance to second on the stolen base.
Just a feisty bunch. And, Dino over there at third, he's going to give the green light more often than not. Has a really good read of the play and really allowed these guys to just play their game too.
First pitch to Ochoa, and it's in there for a strike. This is a guy who has a lot of power, was in the Washington Nationals system for a number of years, has the ability to smoke a ball into a gap, and if you're Ochoa right now, that's all you're trying to do, just kind of continue passing the torch. Swings through this, but he's under it, and he fouls it off.
Just when he gets that streak going, look out. I don't think we've really tapped into Ochoa's potential as of yet here in the CDL. I think he's really just continuing to get adjusted to this league and the pitchers that are presented to him on a game-by-game basis here with the Royals organization. When he starts smoking the ball into gaps and start hitting it over the fence, look out.
0-2 here. Pakala. He was looking steady until Tack took him for a ride. This is ripped foul down the right side. Great shot here. You can see JD on deck. Nate Ochoa standing over there. Donnie Fell right at the right side.
Surprised Donnie's not taking up the whole screen with those muscles.
I know. Booming arms over there. 0-2. High and outside, not chasing.
Patient approach there from Ochoa. No, that pitch is going to be incoming.
1-2. In the dirt, he's even things up here, 2-2.
That's just a good block from Real Genisar. Just knowing that Takamatsu's over at second base, just you like a good backup catcher coming in mid-game. That's what it's all about.
Trying to strike when the iron is hot. Here are the Royals. Here's the 2-2 to Ochoa. Ground ball pulled foul. Donnie gives a wave at it. But it's over in the beer garden.
Dino over there.
Oh, I meant to say Dino.
9 years as a coach. He just put in a lot of kilometers. Ravel has.
2-2 count. Ochoa battling here at the plate. And Pakala goes with an off-speed low and away, and it gets Ochoa chasing for the strikeout.
It's a good sequence there from Braden Pakala, just forcing that last swing and miss. Trying to get him to the inside after challenging him for so much. That at bat.
This will bring up J.D. Williams, who, again, he was 0 for 2 coming into his last at-bat, and then he laced a single into right field. A guy who's trying to get his swing back. He's looking like he's just on the doorstep again. First pitch here from Pakala. Williams not swinging, but he catches the inside zone for strike one. I think best case scenario here for the Royals, what you would like the most is to get at least one more. Go into that ninth inning, instead of it being a 3-run deficit, 2 runs, it might not be a lot to just kind of the average watcher, but it feels like a bigger moment than you'd think. 0-1, make it 0-2 as that picks the corner. Pakala is not missing right now. Williams will use his timeout.
Like that last. That one flipped the outside for sure. But JD, asking the home plate umpire, okay, how much of the plate did that really hit?
Pakala comes set. Here's the 0-2 to Williams. Low and away, missing. Try to go with the changeup again. It's the same pitch that he got Ochoa with.
It's that classic put away pitch. Trying to force JD just to try to stretch out to possibly make contact and try to force that defensive swing if anything.
Here's the 1-2. Chops at this one to short. Odd has to take it on the hop, throw across, and it's just in time to get Williams. They get one across on the Garrett Takamatsu RBI double, but that is all. We head to the ninth. 7-4 for the Baycats over the Royals. New pitcher into the ball game. The Guelph Royals not messing around. They go with their closer, Kevin Escorcia. They trail 7-4 here in the ninth. Trying to get another scoreless outing here from their bullpen. First pitch in there to Noel McGarry Doyle is a strike. It'll be Ward Patterson, the Dos Santos in the ninth inning. Line drive hit right up the middle for a leadoff single for Noel McGarry Doyle.
That's just what Noel McGarry Doyle does. Just knows how to put it in play. It's the reason why he's a leadoff hitter for this Baycats roster. Just found a hole and put it right between the second baseman and the shortstop.
Adam Odd, who came in as a defensive replacement for Brandon Hernandez about 2 or 3 innings ago. Up to bat here for the second time. First pitch from Escorcia is in there for strike one. This is a chopper hit over to the beer garden down the left field side. Oh, 0-2 here to Odd. Gary Doyle, tons of speed. He's already been thrown out once tonight, as that's fastball high and inside missing for ball one.
Gary Doyle taking an excessive lead over there at first. Even in a 7-4 game, just thinking something could go wrong in that ninth. You want to have that extra run.
And Odd swings through it for strike three. Kevin Escorcia continues his dominant runs as a strikeout there for the lefty.
Other than that outing that he had against Kitchener, I mean, Kevin Escorcia has just been solid as a rock for the last month. Doesn't give up a whole lot. And when he does give up a single or a double here, knows how to clean up that mess.
Royals faithful trying to hype up their squad. And wait a minute here. Matthew Ward is looking at his catching hand, and this is not a good sign if you're a Royals player or a Royals fan. And what could have happened is he could have just jammed his thumb trying to catch one of the pitches here from Escorcia. But Matthew Ward has been such a vital piece of this team.
I'd be interested to see what this does heading into the bottom of the ninth. Remember, you still have Franklin Torres as an option as a catcher, too. Considering Ward is due up in the bottom of the ninth. Curious to see if, looks like he's going to gut out here the top half of the inning, but I wonder what Dino Ramel and the staff do in the bottom of the ninth. See if they want to chance it with Ward if he's not 100%.
You also have Luca Boscarino. I'm not sure if he's here today, but if he is, he's an option as well. But again, Matthew Ward, he's been vital. And Gary Doyle takes off for second, and this time he's in there.
It's a really good jump from McGarry Doyle. Recognized it. And especially doing that against a lefty pitcher. I mean, that is an extra chance that you're taking. McGarry Doyle, that's all you really can do is if you're going to take off, don't hesitate, just go.
It's also noticing, Matthew Ward, his catching hand might not be 100%. And yeah, he's in there yet again. The speed kills McGarry Doyle. 2 stolen bases.
Just great reads from McGarry Doyle. And you're absolutely right, Zach. It's probably the fact that you see Ward getting checked on. You're going to test him.
Again, the catching hand, he might not be receiving it as cleanly as he was before, but it's all worth noting, as this is a shot right back up the middle, and Noel McGarry Doyle, he just manufactured a run all by his lonesome. Kenise Ejo has the easy part and just rips one right back up the middle for an RBI single.
Call that the Hastings hop, right off the pitcher's mound, and just goes right on over Anthony Gilbert over there at short. No chance for him. Even if you can read that as cleanly as possible, that is a high ball that's catching that pitcher's mound just in the right area. That's just a perfect swing. And just a good job there by Ejo to drive in the run.
And back to a 4-run lead here for Barrie. Again, Barrie, if they're able to hold this lead, they will hop the Guelph Royals in the standings. They'll reclaim 4th place, as that one is in there for strike one. In there on the outside corner, 0-2. Escorcia a little extra behind these couple pitches.
Just trying to reach in behind him.
Breaking ball. Thought he could have got the call there, but no, just missing low.
Just trying to take it away from the power of Ryan Rio. Knows where to put that baseball. He's been around this league for a long time. One of the last remnants of that dynasty.
Ground ball. Hit to second. Geraldo over to second for 1. On the way to first. It's an inning-ending double play. But the Baycats, they do get one more on the board, and they'll head to the bottom of the ninth with a 4-run lead. The Royals looking to come from behind here in the final inning at Hastings.
Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone. 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 Please don't let me. Yeah. Can't answer my phone now. Just leave it there at that tone. Ballin' can't beat me up 'cause I'm back in my zone now. 'Cause I'm back in my zone now.
Bottom of the ninth here. It's 8, 9, and 1 due up here for the Royals, and they'll have the task of facing Mr. Carlos Sano. Sano has had another terrific season. Last year, he went 5-1 with a 1.03 ERA for 26 and a thirds innings. This year, he's 7-2 with a 2.66 ERA and 20 and a third. He's really honed in on his control. Last year, 26 strikeouts to 7 walks. This year, 22 strikeouts to 6 walks. He just does not give up a lot. He has really made a name for himself here in the back end of this bullpen for Barrie.
And it's interesting to note, too, he's a reliever, but he's second in the CBL in wins. Victor Payano for London has 8 wins on the year.
That catches the corner, count running 2-1 here.
And what that tells me is that, again, he'll come in close situations. Maybe the team that he's facing will have those late game heroics in them, but the Baycats will just turn around and say, hey, we're going to bend, but we're not going to break.
Not chasing there is Ward. The count runs 3-1.
When you look at Barrie, in extra inning affairs this season, they're 5-1. Probably a lot of those ones, Carlos Sano picking up the win.
And Ward will work a leadoff walk.
Carlos Sano, when you're the Barrie Baycats, you know in this situation you can't play with fire. If you want to get some shutdown stuff, you got to shut it down. You got to put it out there. You gotta challenge the batteries, especially in the situation they're in right now, where Guelph is in their lineup here right now with Ashton Patterson coming up. These are some big outs. You really can't have this going to the top of the order with nobody out.
First pitch here to Patterson is missing inside. And it's to mention again, I said the numbers of Sano. He doesn't walk a lot of guys. Leadoff walk there. First pitch here is a ball. Just missing the zone here. He's so fine line with his pitching that, if you're a hitter, it's kind of a 50-50 game if you're going to leave it off the plate or not. That one just missing as well, and it's 2-0.
Just really got eye Patterson. The way that just flips upstairs and in. That's the pitch Patterson swings at. Maybe in early July-ish when he started, kind of tailing down a bit. Really starting to come into his own yet again.
2-0. In there for strike one.
That felt like that was in the same spot as the last pitch.
Like I said, as a hitter, you go with that 50-50, right? You hope that it just misses the plate enough, but I mean, like I said, Sano, so fine line with how he throws. Here's the 2-1. Patterson swings through it, 2-2.
This time just changes the eye level a bit, goes a little bit more towards center. I think that fooled Patterson enough where he just decides, hey, this looks like a swingable baseball.
Here's the 2-2. Patterson rips it into right field at the wall, and the catch is made by Noah Hall.
Puts that exactly in the same spot that he had the home run against Brantford on Wednesday. But Noah Hall, he's got some height. He is taller than the wall, which is saying a lot. But just a good job by Hall to get over there and make the catch and just track it down.
Yeah, he tracks back and he knows how much space he has. Patterson, I mean, he barreled it, but he just missed the perfect sweet spot. That'll bring up the man who's probably been the hottest hitter on the night so far for the Guelph Royals, Ryan Dos Santos. Him and Takamatsu are going 1-for-1, really.
They continue on that roll here.
First pitch in there for a strike against Dos Santos.
That's a good delivery there from Sano, just right at belt level. Just establish the first pitch strike and just get ahead of Dos Santos.
2 for 3 on the night. He also walked in the first inning. Single and a home run here so far for Dos Santos. Inside half, called strike 2.
And that's where that 50-50 ball comes into play again. You go back to that Patterson at bat. Sano just going right back to that wheelhouse, challenging on the inside half, and gets Dos Santos and gets into a two-strike count.
Trying to elevate here, looks like. Here's the pitch from Sano. And they do. They get Dos Santos swinging through a high fastball for strike 3.
Got a little bit of everything Dos Santos did on that at-bat. That's just a really good pitch sequence from Carlos Sano. You challenge him inside. You get him over the plate. You elevate that baseball as well. Just 3 completely different pitches.
Well, last chance here. 2 outs. Anthony Gilbert trying to continue it here for the Royals. Very threatening to reclaim 4th place in the CBL. Alone in the dirt. Gilbert, Geraldo, Mascai, 3-2 up here if they can continue it. That misses high.
Loses the hat at the same time. You can tell just how much extra Sano put into that pitch.
2-0. Gilbert, patient here at the plate. That catches the zone here.
Yeah, and I like that pitch from Sano. Again, just right down the pipe. I don't think Gilbert is expecting that one. Maybe reading something a little bit more off speed, but Sano just really comes in there and just challenges him at belt level.
Gilbert fouls it off. Down to the last strike here are the Royals. 2-2 is the count. One runner on. Trailing by 4 here is Guelph. Give credit to Barrie. They came into play. They started this game off red hot. Back-to-back innings with 3 runs scored, including the 1 run in the first inning by Ryan Rio in the sac fly. Here's the 2-2. And they're going to say Gilbert went around, and that'll do it. Carlos Sano shuts the door, and the Barrie Baycats take it over the Guelph Royals, and they will jump them in the standings and hold on to 4th place right now in the CBL.
Yeah, that still comes down to those early inning gaps. You give up 3 in both the second and the third. This is a Baycats pitching staff that is very well seasoned at this stage of the year. So they are going to go up big, and they're going to get the bullpen to shut you down. But, kudos to Guelph to start trying to climb back into it and really start to make a game of it while their bullpen continue to show off what they have been capable of doing of late.
And the final line, it will be 8 runs on 11 hits for the Barrie Baycats, no errors. 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors for the Guelph Royals. Winning pitcher, Juan Benitez. Losing pitcher, Jacob Cush. That'll do it from us here. Next game, or next home game, I should say, for the Guelph Royals, August 15th, Saturday at 7 p.m. against the Brantford Red Sox. That'll do it for myself, Zach Benoit, alongside Mark Perry. We thank you for tuning in tonight, and we hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening.